back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm really need down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place.
Coach, it is something not seen all that often in these parts. Playoff football in North Carolina. We've got it at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Washington Redskins and the Carolina Panthers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, right at the 8. Here we go, here we go. Slams. Gun. Check 43, weapon. Express.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Newton. Got his target, Samuel. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
First down. 1st and 10. 46-yard line.
Let's go. Express. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Mike 13. He's coming.
Newton on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. 11 yards and a Panther first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
He's coming. 20. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run off. Mike 13. Mike Express. I smell fear in it.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, that's
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And down to the 16-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Check. 8.
From the red zone now, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
It's now 3rd down and long.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Express! 13. He's coming. Check in. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike 13.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Check. Down 80. Check 53.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. Space to maneuver at the 40. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Bring it.
Open man there is Malone. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Yo. 53. Hey, Foxtrot.
Here's Allen to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short, coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey.
Let's go, folks.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 60 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
13, Mike 13. I'm coming. Mike 13, Mike 13. Express. He's coming. Check in.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Here's Geis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 29, Allen. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. With a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gun. Order. 13, Mike 13. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 29 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To the air, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Hey, I-7. Check for the 3. Help. Watch the twist, watch the twist. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Allen. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check your hot read. Watch twist.
This is Geis. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Geis. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Allen in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A final shot before the break. Newton. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And his kick is right through. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Mike. Tackle.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
First down, Washington.
Check. 53 Mike. Check. 50. Hey. Bravo. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
From midfield, here's Allen. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Mike. 59. Check. Slam.
Now a handoff. Geis going right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. Double time. Everyone's got 4.
On the ground, Geis. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Get that 28. Check 26. Great.
To throw again. Newton looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? On first down, it's Newton. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Here's McCaffrey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Greg.
Mike 13. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 13. Mike.
20.
He's coming. Check him. Know your job.
Express.
13. Mike 13. Check pass.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Going deep for Moncrief. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Following the penalty, it's Geis. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On the ground, McCaffrey. Finding room at the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. This is McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going deep for Moncrief. It's caught inside the 25. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Deron Payne. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Mike 13. Mike 13. Oh, you get on the head. 2-6. Mike 13.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down. 3 down.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
53 is the Mike. Ricky. Mike, 53.
Throwing now is Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Max box right. Watch twist.
Now Allen. Off to Geis on the screen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Allen. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 5 wide. 53's the mark, 53. 5. Check the out. 53's the mic.
Now Allen again. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Going for the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. Be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Down 80! I'm going to come back to you.
Now a run with Geis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Double tight.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Regular. Hey, exit.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Let's go.
And the Redskin 1st down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Newton to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deron Payne picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Newton. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Newton, he's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Come on. Mike's 13, Mike's 13. He's coming, he's coming. Check in.
Throwing again is Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th.
Mike 13. Echo. Check in.
They snap it to Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Round 80. Check 53. Go.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.